Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're well and you've had a good week. So as you've just seen, we had a few of the fish out and we did a few scrapes on a few of them. 3 out of the 4 scrapes we did had some flukes on them. So from that we can pretty much establish that most of the pond probably needs treating. So we got hold of some Fluke Solution, and in this video me and my fiance are pretty much going to be showing us how we treat that and a general update of everything else that's been going on. So thanks for watching everybody and enjoy the update.
Mallard's just about to fill up 10 litres of water to put into the bucket so we can mix our Fluke Solution powder into.
So we're going to add 10 litres of water to this bucket and then add the Fluke Solution and mix that into a nice solution.
So we've got our 10 litres of water in the bucket. I'm now going to add our 52 grams of Fluke Solution into the bucket and stir.
So we're going to mix this together into a nice solution and then add that into the pond. So we'll just stir that in.
There's our Fluke Solution solution mixed and ready to go into the pond, which we are about to do now. So we're just about to put the Fluke Solution into the pond. We're going to do it by the outputs because it's the most logical place to do it, and we're going to do it very slowly. And then once Mallard has poured it all in, we're going to rinse the bucket out using the pond water, swirl it around and get the last little bit, and hopefully this will kill all the flukes that we have and the fish will be happier and healthier. So he's just got to rinse the bucket out, give it a swash, and into the pond it goes. And then we'll have to do this in about 3 weeks' time, just to make sure we've killed any eggs that might have hatched.
Our ever-present filming companion.
Well, spring is in full swing and we've had a nice period of warm weather, so everything in the garden's growing nicely. We'll just go have a quick walk around and see what we've been doing. Put a first row of beetroot and carrots in here. We're going to stagger our planting this year so that we get crops throughout the season. But the first couple of rows have gone in a few days ago, so waiting for those to go up. So we've got some peas in those 2 pots. We've put some mange tout across the back there and some radish in there. Spring's one of my favourite seasons. I think it's a favourite season for a lot of people. Everything's springing back into life and starting to look nice in the garden. So still a lot of work to do, all the pots and flowers, but It's been nice. Now, I've had a bit of an issue with this nature pond in that the pump keeps sucking up newts. Whatever I was doing with it, it just kept sucking newts into it. I had 7 in one go once, which was pretty bad. So what I've tried is I've got one of those Sainsbury's vegetable bags, which costs about 75p, I think. They're less than a quid, but they don't impede flow at all. So I've bagged up the filter. It's only been on there about 5 days, but as far as I can tell, it appears to be working for not catching newts. I can barely say that word, for not catching them, but hopefully that'll work. But it's a cheap little hack to try and avoid that. All the toad spawn is now hatched and is one big cluster in this blanket weed of baby toads. Toad spawn, yeah, I think that's still what you'd call them. They're not really tadpoles, are they? Well, they're toad tadpoles. But that's all hatched now, so I either have to put them in a bucket carefully or hold off before I clean the nature pond of all that blanket weed, because they are all over the thing. Anyway, carry on around the garden just quickly. Everlasting sweet pea's got a little bit of growth on it now. And the Aubrecia's just going great guns. Can't remember the name of that plant, but that's in lovely full flower. I think it's a bleeding heart something. Everything is starting to look nice as ever. Our Draconium vulgaris stink plant is growing back strong, so hopefully that won't have too many flowers on it this year. Just carry on along. Got a few diacica out already. Lots of flowers coming out nice and early this year. Another bleeding heart. Massive splash of Aubriecia across the back there. And then round onto the bonsai. I've temporarily got bonsai all over the place, but there's a lot of nice new growth coming on all the bonsais now that they're outside. If I can keep them in focus. The cat would like to go in the house. I'll let you in a minute. So they're looking nice. So this is a lot of my seedlings and cuttings, but there's a nice lot of new life coming on all of this. Bit of Weigela, which we just did as a cutting, seems to be surviving. Everything's coming into bud. A few of these maple seedlings, don't know what these are, but keep those going. Then into the greenhouse, got our little Dawn redwood forest, which is new. The Ilex crenata, the Chinese elm, Podocarpus, berberis, which I acquired recently, Japan pepper, which isn't doing brilliantly, the crabapple. These will all go outside in a couple of weeks. The yew, and the Norway spruces have got some nice good growth that I grew from seed on them now. And then we got a whole load more seedlings and stuff planted. So we got some French beans, some cosmos flowers, cucumber and courgette in both of those, mini bell, a whole different range of tomatoes, some edamame beans, and around in this pot we've just got some carrots that we started off. So that's that treatment in the pond then. We're going to keep a close eye on it for the next 7 days and see how the fish are doing, and then as per the instructions we're going to add another treatment of it in 3 weeks time, just to make sure any eggs or hatchlings are killed off and we've completely sorted out the Fluke's problem, hopefully. But obviously we'll keep you up to date on that. All that's left to be said then is if you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and the like button as well. It really is truly appreciated. I'll see you in the next one, everyone. Take care.